I legitimately have an arsehole on my head. Why do I have an arsehole on my head? If you know, you know. Yes, guys and girls, we are at Ultraflex Derby. I am wearing my limited edition Oasis Adidas Wembley top. 95 quid this cost, and I look like fucking Mexican cartel. So today I am going to be talking about this week. So this week we have competed at Two Bros. We have had Danni competing at Two Bros. We have had a photo shoot. And it's time to spill the truth. After 4 years of working together, I have left Kuba, and I do have a new coach, which I will be talking in today's episode. So guys and girls, come along. Once again, it's push day. It's always fucking push day. Friday, very good check-in. Very good check-in. On Friday evening, good weigh-in. Woke up Saturday morning, sent my pictures over. We were looking flat, which was the whole point. We were down about 5 pounds, which was the whole point. And then we filled up. I went to the venue. I got there about 8:30. I had my top layer of tan on. Literally within 10 minutes I was upstairs, backstage, having my final glaze. Probably did 2 sets of lateral raises, and I was on stage. And it was the quickest I have ever been on the stage. We literally did 1 set of compulsories, so your quarter turns. Then we did your 30-second pre-judging, it's called, in Two Bros. Then we did comparisons, and that was it. 1 round of each. Went backstage, called back on about half an hour after, did my routine, won. So that was great, and it meant I could get back in time to have a shower, have something to eat, make sure Danni looked good, give us some more food. Went back to the venue, and then Danni was on stage, looked absolutely incredible. She wanted to just go there and win a class, and she did. She won a class and looked fucking amazing. She got through to the overall. Immediately she was called into the middle, which is very good. She was there all the way with another girl who was also very good. I'm biased, but I called it to be Danni's. I thought the other girl was a bit more like PCA, trained bikini. She had very long limbs, very good, but very long limbs. It must have been very close. We're still awaiting judges' feedback. But yeah, Danni must have been second on that one. But there's nothing bad to take from it. All we can do in 2 weeks' time is get her in a little bit leaner, make her absolutely undeniable, so that she's the most peeled and aesthetic on stage. Her pose is amazing, there's nothing wrong there. Her presence is amazing, there's nothing wrong there. She's just a sensational athlete, and I cannot wait for the British finals. So that was the competing side, and I'll get to the next part in a bit. Gotta make it happen. Full stack fuckers. So the events that unfolded after, we got up very early to set up so I could get back and see my family. And with having the photo shoot on Monday, Danni had to tan a few people. She's a tanner. So we set off nice and early. And then my car, my brand new, 2 days off the court, 25 plate, electric Mercedes, wouldn't charge anywhere. So we phoned Mercedes, RAC came out, they diagnosed it as something was overheating, which was preventing the car to charge. So we had to take the car down to a garage, a Mercedes garage. He said what we had to do, take that there, get a replacement vehicle and drive back to Sheffield. All good, these things happen. But we got there, it was closed. It was in the arse end of nowhere, literally. Motorway one side, dual carriageway the other. No cafes open, no nothing. RAC dropped us there, said Enterprise would be along shortly with a hire car. 2 hours later, no one showed. I was phoning everyone round, no one answered. I had to phone Sheffield Mercedes. They said they'd phone me back, they didn't. 2 hours later, I phoned RAC back. He got Enterprise to deliver a car. And then they came about an hour after that. And my car is currently still in Southend. I was given a replacement vehicle by Mercedes, which is very nice to be fair. But fucking hell. I then had an accident there, as you can see. I legitimately have an arsehole on my head. Why do I have an arsehole on my head? Those that need to know, do know. So Sunday was very, very eventful. Then Monday, photo shoot time. I've done photo shoots in the past with Bailey, with Ed, Gaz, and someone else, Mac. And this time it was with Eddie Whitehall. I don't know if it was Eddie, or if it was his studio, or if it was the girls involved, but something was in the air that day. That was the best photo shoot I have ever led in my entire life. I think it's because as well, the one we did previously with Bailey wasn't what I wanted. Not that it was anyone's fault in particular. Do you know what? People watch my YouTube for me to tell the truth. It was fucking shit. Like, I felt at the time Bailey wasn't in it. I think he's a great guy. He's obviously got to where he has for a number of reasons, but I felt he wasn't in it. A couple of the guys that took part in the shoot, they didn't stick to their diets. They turned up fat, basically. Maybe that's my coaching. Maybe. I am a bit of a cunt. I can be a bit of a cunt. I never denied that I'm not. The vibe was off. And only 3 or 4 people really shone. So I was very disappointed. I was disappointed. I always reflect. So let's say I was disappointed in myself. But I was definitely disappointed in 1 or 2 of the guys there. But we live, we learn, we move. And the photo shoot this week was just every single person was incredible. Everyone was incredible. And you know what? Not even I was expecting what they pulled out. Like, it started off as a gym shoot, and then it very quickly turned into Babe Station. And me and Alex actually had to leave to get back to Sheffield. But when we left, when I watched back the footage, fucking hell. My wife's got to watch that. But honestly, I cannot wait to see the final edits of those pictures and to see what those girls produced. And it made me realise I'm a photo shoot coach. I am a photo shoot coach. I'm an elite photo shoot coach. I love photo shoots. I like doing prep, but I excel in photo shoots. I prefer the group atmosphere, the less responsibility, there's less emotion. It's a group, so there's always a vibe. Everyone's in a good mood. Everyone gets to see the pictures, and that's where I thrive, and that's where I'm going. I am an elite photo shoot coach. I will still prep people because I still love that, but there is photo shoot, and I've always said this, I am the best photo shoot coach in this country. I am, bar none. And Eddie Whitehall's the best photographer. So let's crack on with it. The reason you have all tuned in today, after 4 years, I have parted ways with my coach, Kuba. It wasn't an easy decision for me because I love Kuba like a brother. I respect him like a brother. That guy has helped my mental health, my physical health, and my business more than anyone, like my business in particular. If it wasn't for him, my business wouldn't be where it is today. Like literally, he has pushed me so much on my business. He challenges me. He was the one that challenged me to leave Hallam University. He then challenged me to come out of personal training and go online. And he's always set me financial targets, which I have achieved and met. For that, I am eternally grateful, and I will never ever forget. He's the guy that gave me 7 back-to-back victories, well not back-to-back, 7 almost back-to-back victories apart from one. We came third in one competition because I ate too much night before. But that guy has done so much for me, and I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for him. However, a couple of years back when I competed at FitX, I was left alone a little bit. I won Masters, and then I won Open Mids. So I got through to the overall. And I actually messaged him about what should I do, what should I eat, and he never replied. And at the time, Nathan Styles was backstage, and he helped me out a hell of a lot. And I did actually have a couple of months break from Kuba, but I thought I'd done with bodybuilding, but I missed him. I missed being coached. So we got back on, and we did have the best off-season that I have ever had in my entire life. I've put on more size than I ever have, using less assistance than I ever have. My mental health's been in a better place than it's been for so long. So off-season, I cannot fault him. So I'm going to crack on and do a set, and I'll get to the next part. So, as I was saying, we had a very, very good off-season, and we went on prep. And as I've spoke about so many times, it's been a fucking very long prep. So far, it's been 26 weeks. And we actually pretty much made weight in July. And in July, Kuba put me on a refeed. So I thought this refeed was going to be 1 or 2 days. And it ended up being 4 weeks. Because of this, my head went a little bit west, and I binged. I did binge a couple of times. And maybe I should have been more upfront with Kuba. No, definitely I should have been more upfront with Kuba, but I wasn't at the time. And I just cracked on with it. And then I got a little bit ill, which he did help me with, to be honest. About 4 weeks out of the show. But then it got to a couple of weeks out of the show, and we should have done an in-person check-in, and Kuba didn't show up. And then normally when you're 1 or 2 weeks out, you should be doing pictures every day. We only did pictures once a week. We were still on daily check-ins. Because of that, I did make the decision to leave. I just felt towards the show you do need a little bit more. And to be fair to Kuba, he did reach out. He did message and explain. He was brilliant with that. But for me, it was just, at that time, it was just a little bit too little, a little bit too late. So then I spoke to another coach. We had a week pretty much to turn everything around. And it resulted in me bringing an amazing look considering all the circumstances. So we only had a week. He had to reassess my entire diet. We were carrying a lot of stress and inflammation. There were things straight away in my physique that he noticed. And now we're going onwards to Milan. I've been a little bit naughty the last couple of days, just because of everything what's happened. I've had my wrist slapped, but we are now fully back on track. We are in business. And my new coach is, I will tell you on the next episode. So for now, live forever. Let's dominate together.